Well, folks, we are now in our final segment of this series on reptilians. And I will take the opportunity of summing up some of the key points that we have learned. In another interview with a hooded reptilian, they do not appear to reveal any abstract concepts such as marriage, religion, family, etc. They obviously have a language that can be understood by the Greys and the Nordics. It is possible that they have telepathic abilities to interact with Greys, Nordics, and humans. They admit to pushing humans if they're on the way during abductions, but insist that they only fly the craft. They do not admit to interbreeding or creating hybrids, but prefer to be known as a pure species. They say they do not have any emotions, but have strict imperatives, which seems to revolve around their work. That is transporting the Greys or humans in their ships from one point to another. They refuse to talk about orbs. They don't acknowledge an afterlife and are extremely abrupt during interviews. We are now aware of the historic and archaeological evidence for the existence of reptilians through carvings and statues, as with the Namoli in the museums around the world. We have seen Sumerian seals showing ET interactions with ancient civilizations in Mesopotamia in the Ubaid period over 6,000 years ago. We have heard testimony of sexual and other encounters between reptilians and their hybrids with humans through the testimonies of Pamela Stonebrook and Credo Mutwa. We have also taken a look at the exobiology and heard testimony about humans crossing the paths of reptilians, such as Sherry Hinkle. We have found Dr. Hardcastle's interactions with reptilians quite transformative and inspiring. Those who have read the story of Jim Sparks will recall the reptilians brought Jim to a deserted carnival ground and wore masks so as not to scare him. They told Jim that this is time that there was an amnesty given for all those in the black operations of the secret government, so that the technologies that were released would benefit the planet and could be released to all of humanity. To me, that sounds like a positive sign. It shows that the real evil on this planet is not the reptilians or the so-called aliens, but rather the hijacking of humanity by a small handful of individuals who have received technologies from extraterrestrials and kept them for themselves, whilst the rest of us starve, get sick, get left out of the economy, become tax slave, watch the planet die from oil pollution and from nuclear testing and nuclear power station disasters such as Chernobyl and Fukushima. The humans, or elites as they are called, have created a worldview that is totally painted in. They control all the media, the Federal Reserve, they print fiat currency out of thin air, the gazillion-dollar oil industry, all of which serves to dumb us down and keep us in a state of fear, whilst they indulge in their wealth of cash, technologies, and of course, a secret space program. Yes, the elites have more than likely bases on Mars and the Moon. On the other hand, the big question is, not if reptilians exist, but whether some of them are aiding and empowering the elites in return for keeping humanity under some sort of control, whilst we are being harvested. I now suggest that you do your own research through books and the internet and see what kind of conclusions you can arrive at. It is not easy, as I'm sure you have come to understand, but from studying reptilians you will learn about history, cosmology, current affairs, the Federal Reserve, the royal bloodlines, which is more than you would learn by watching football, TV soap series, or whether or not some sassy Hollywood star has had breast enlargement or got divorced. The study of reptilians brings about positive transformation. If at the very least they make you understand that we are not alone, then that is their peg in the sand. They are the guardians of this planet, and they are bound to protect her against the greedy aspirations of mankind. Thank you for watching, and I've really enjoyed this series of lectures and enjoyed teaching you all. I hope to see you all again in my other courses on LearnAlt. Meanwhile, here is just a reminder of the enormous challenges the reptilians have ahead of them in efforts to protect Gaia from, sadly, from us. Thank you.